What's good, Audiotree viewers? It's me, Psalm One, global hip-hop treasure and overall fool for live music. Today is Monday, March 4th, 2024. Happy Women's History Month to all my women folk out there. And today in women's history, Jean O'Leary was born on this day in 1948. You got to do some research on her. She was a nun who became a lesbian activist and helped to organize the first National Coming Out Day. Hell yeah. I want to say hey to all our subscribers, but if you're not subscribed, please do that now and stay abreast of all of our releases. And while you're at it, follow Audiotree on every platform there is so you never miss a drop. And who do we have in studio today? Oh my God, the most tender, the most poignant. We have singer-songwriter Allegra Krieger here, straight out of NYC. Her honest and observant lyrics cut deep and lay bare the sentiments of someone trying and making sense of life from the concrete to the abstract. These are beautiful and striking musings, and I brought some tissues with me just in case. Ladies, and gentlemen, please welcome Allegra Krieger.
Pictures on the white walls, black mold on the ceiling. There's a man across the street who looks in at me. And when you call in the evening, there's an old light lingering around everything. Wanted to tell you something small and stupid, but I couldn't remember when I saw your face. As I rounded the corner, it smelled like piss and garbage, 5th and Avenue way. Get used to how it feels to hold you. Wanna lose the desire to hold anything at all. As the crosswalk counts down, flashing orange in the rain, crossing over canal. Better get home, I've got work to do, but I don't have to do it if you wanna come too. 'Cause I get so tired, always running around, keeping track of the time, and I wanna slip in that fragile plane where I exist without a body or name, and you meet me there for a moment before we return to my room with pictures on black mold on the ceiling, and an old light lingering around everything. Keep up with all of the noise, burning army men with the boys, plastic playthings, Playboy subscription, got an amphetamine addiction. Well, you've been building quite a big brand, climate crisis, slap of the hand, commodify your every thought, craft compassion to get on top. We'll trace it to the atomic bomb, family values, patriot song, Catholic skirt below fingertips, indoctrinate citizenship. Yeah, everyone here is trying to win power or paper or recognition. Someday soon we'll reach the impasse, and all you know will be leaving you fast. Everyone here is trying to win power or paper or recognition. Someday soon we'll reach the impasse, and all you know will be leaving you fast. All you know will be leaving you fast. Gotta open up the mail, information bills on time, keeping my apartment clean, putting my shoes in a line. After work I have a drink and walk to Matthews down the street. I love the way I don't think when he's fucking me. Watching flocks of pigeons fly, pacing around my neighborhood. Anything to pass the time, anything to feel good. I won't follow anyone around, but I'll be watching where they go. I keep my feet on the ground and my expectations low. Never arriving, no common goal, just connecting flesh in the night. Eliminate edges with wonder for the sake of becoming light. There is no sharpness, no leaving, no coming into anything. Dopamine rushes, blood gushes from the veins that kept you wanting. Never arriving, no crying, just lifting your chest to the sky. Art of the unseen, a blue screen, formless things with which you align. There is no sharpness, no cutting, no anger under its breath, just an unraveling, a traveling into a slow wandering death. I went walking down to the water. It looks like the waters I've seen in my life. I stopped to take it all in for a moment. Nothing was moved but a moment in time. So I went walking back to the city. It looks like the cities I've seen in my life. All of the people have faces and bodies. The buildings cut through atmospheres like a knife. So I stuck my thumb out and asked him to go south. The oceans are warm and the people are too. As my salt met earth's salt, I melted into something bigger, yet smaller and endlessly blue. And I met someone there who talked with me sweetly, held me in the morning, drank coffee at noon. Yeah, all of the lovers have faces and bodies, but none of them ever amounted to you. Got myself a new job and spend my days working. Serve eggs in the morning, pour beers in the evening, and nothing quite matters and nothing quite changes. The people arrive and then the people leave. And now I go memories and the ache the body bears. Just here, as soft and sincere as one can be.
We're here with Allegra Krieger. Welcome.
Thank you.
I need to ask you before we really get started into these questions. Has anyone ever tried to steal your guitar?
No. Although we played a show in Santa Ana and someone forgot their guitar for sound check and I was like, you can use mine. But it has my name on it. But yeah, no one's tried to steal it.
Yeah, are we getting that, Justin? Are we getting the Allegra? Because I don't see a lot of people with their name on their guitar, and I love it.
This is a gift. My partner built this guitar, and he put my name on it.
Nice. Don't try to steal it, guys.
Yeah.
I think the last song you played was about a nice little stray kitty cat.
Oh my God, let it go. Yeah.
And I'm far off of that, right?
Like, it could fully be that, you know?
My mom always told me never to feed them.
Yeah.
Because they'll never leave.
Yeah.
And she was right. And when I was a kid, I took in a stray cat, fed it for months and months. And my mom really had to lay into me to stop feeding it. So.
I know, because then it gets reliant on you for everything.
Humans too, though, right?
Oh, fully, yeah. You got to let things go sometimes, you know?
Absolutely.
Even though it's hard.
Yeah. So Chicago, you played here a couple times, right?
Yeah.
You played Lincoln Hall last night.
Yes.
How was it?
It was awesome. Yeah, I think Chicago's like my favorite like city to play in thus far. There's such a warmth here. The music scene rocks. There's so many of like a lot of my favorite artists are out of Chicago. So yeah, I love playing here.
And we love you too. Most of our artists get here by vehicle, but you opted to walk here from your Airbnb today.
I did, yes.
You're so peripatetic.
Oh, peripatetic. Yes, that word.
How big is that word?
It's so big. My friend, that's from my bio, right?
It really is.
Yes, my friend.
I had to look it up.
Me too. Camille, shout out to Camille.
Shout out to Camille for those big ass words.
Yeah, she's smart as hell.
Walking is a huge theme in your music and life.
Yes.
Right?
So
and tell me more about your peripateticism.
Yeah, I mean, I think I spend a lot of my free time just kind of like meandering around the city. I feel like that's where I do my best thinking. I like just to listen to music, you know, just a good way to pass the time and ponder.
New York City is one of the best places to do that too, right?
Yeah.
So walk me through a day of you walking through NYC. Where are you going? What neighborhoods are you hitting?
Oh my gosh. I guess it changes. Right now I'm weirdly living in like Midtown area. So I feel like if I have a day off, I'll like drink a lot of coffee, maybe play some guitar, and then just like when I get too buzzy, I'll go out for a walk. I like to walk to the Hudson. I feel like there's like a nice little river park. Kind of then go down to Chelsea and like circle back to my room.
And how long does that take you?
Oh gosh, I mean it depends on if I get distracted along the way. I like to like go into little bookstores and sit. Also, I like to sit and as well as walk.
You like to sit as well?
I love
okay.
sitting. No one talks about that. Kidding.
But we're finding beauty in the little things, right? Finding beauty in the pain. Like for me, it's like seeing an ant crawl to a piece of bread.
Yeah.
and then take all damn day to get back to the crack in the cement in front of your porch. That's like the fragile plane to me.
Totally, yes.
What does it mean to you, though? Because I'm sure there's a lot of different definitions that a fan could come up with.
Yeah, I guess, like, to me, like, initially it meant sort of just, like, accessing, or, like, that pure pleasure, pure joy, bliss that, you know, you can sometimes access in life that's not permanent, you know, it's fleeting, and to me, that was the fragile plane. Yeah.
Okay. And you just released a B-sides project to accompany the album, I Keep My Feet on the Fragile Plane. Please tell me about the decision-making there, because I feel like we're in the era of the deluxe album.
Yeah.
And then here you come with the B-sides.
B-sides.
Yeah. What was the decision to leave these songs off of the main album and then to release them like this?
Yeah, I feel... So the B-sides mostly came from this one full band session that I had about a year prior to recording what is the bulk of I Keep My Feet on the Fragile Plane. And I think, like, thematically, maybe they're just a little bit different, or they don't totally fit into the world of I Keep My Feet. And yeah, also don't really fit into the world of my next record. And so I just wanted to kind of give it a home where it's not really a full, like, thought out album. It's just sort of like these songs that I like that maybe don't have a home elsewhere. So yeah.
Oh, there's some jams on there. The song Here.
Oh yeah.
That song really, I want to talk about that later, but I'm just going to talk about it now.
Yeah.
You have a lyric that is just, it just devastated me. You said, bitterness requires the lack of your desires, and the fruit is just sitting there waiting. That gutted me. The idea of peeling an orange and eating the pith and leaving the fruit is so descriptive, and it's something we all do, right?
Yeah.
A lot of musicians 100%. Do that.
Yeah.
How do you avoid bitterness?
Oh, gosh. It's hard to avoid bitterness.
I'm taking notes. I'm like, whatever she says, I'm going to write this down and keep it for myself.
You know, I think it's like sometimes in songwriting, it's like a that's what I want. I want to avoid bitterness. And,
sure.
You know, in my everyday life, it's harder. But I guess just sort of like, yeah, having, like, practicing empathy for yourself and for those around you. And, yeah, trying to not, I mean, there's a lot of negativity and things that are so real and present that I'm always drawn to, like, feel absorbed by. And I think just practicing not fully giving into that darkness. Yeah.
I think writing the music, playing the music is eating the fruit, bearing the fruit too.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Reading your Bandcamp page descriptions are like a journey in itself. Being an artist means sometimes taking on other jobs to continue walking the path of musician.
Yeah.
And artists and odd jobs go together like peanut butter and jelly. I think my oddest job was chemist.
Yeah,
and
that's sick.
You were talking about some odd jobs, though.
Yeah.
Tell me about your oddest job that you've ever had.
Yeah, I feel like the two weirder jobs was art modeling was odd for sure, but kind of great in a lot of ways. Like, but yeah, so I would just not model for like nude for individuals in like certain art studios in the city, and yeah, I had some cool experiences and I met a lot of cool artists, but also had some definitely like strange encounters.
I bet.
So especially, yeah, like Craigslist era, searching for gigs online where you're like, that was not smart of me.
And I would imagine in New York City, it's just
my God.
So many different characters.
I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. So, yeah. And then I think my other odd job was I worked as a tree planter for a little while, which was kind of the opposite of because art modeling, I was just like lying down, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, tree planting involved, we were living in tents and just lots of manual labor. Yeah, so.
You mentioned you were almost a nun?
No. Not almost a nun, but like in my mind, I was like, I could be a nun. I think like there was a point in my life where I was spending a lot of time around, like in the Catholic religion, there's this like thing called consecrated woman, which is not quite a nun, but they sort of are like
nunnish.
They're nunnish, but like they don't wear the habit. Basically, is the difference. And yeah, I had a conversation with one of these people who she was like, "I think you have the calling," and so yeah, I was just like, maybe this is
Maybe
it.
I could be a nun.
But yeah, that didn't last long. Obviously,
I could sniff out a church kid a mile away.
Yeah.
I have this uncanny ability, and it creeps up in your music a little bit.
Yeah.
Is your music more about gaining or losing religion?
I think that a little bit of both. Like maybe like finding new religion. Isn't there a song? Losing my religion.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
REM baby.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's random. Anyways, but I think it's like a little bit of both. Like losing losing the Catholic faith for sure. Like there's a lot of, I think, things about that religion that don't suit me or a lot of people. And just kind of finding other things to believe in and other things to keep, going in this life.
And your faith is still intact.
It's I don't know.
Ups and downs.
I don't know. Yeah, I believe.
That's absolutely life, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Your writing is so freaking honest. Do you lie ever in your music? You don't ever lie?
I probably lie. I feel like I try to be pretty, like, honest about my life, but I think there's always, like, in writing, sometimes you gotta make a sacrifice to make a rhyme,
Hey, listen, as a rapper, I know that.
You gotta
I've flown planes in my music. I'd never flown a plane, so I get it.
You're like, I was in the,
Exactly.
in the
sky. So lie to me some more. Come on, let's get into some more music.
I'm just gonna tune my guitar real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just kidding. She's not gonna lie in this next song, I promise.
Yeah, this one's pretty real, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Shout out to Misha. Does Misha get a lot of camera time on the real cameras? This is unprecedented.
Really? Because she's like,
yes, she's right there on your stage left. First session at Allegra, you are groundbreaking on this Women's History Month. Misha and Allegra.
Yeah, Misha, Queen Misha.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm touched. My tuning is cursed these days.
Tuner's got the case of the Mondays.
Yeah, it's tired. Okay. I think this should do it.
I go downstairs to make smaller things if I had to. For everything is precariously waiting to fall or to fly as the time goes by. I pour some milk and watch it rise into a plume of white. And there is a slight heavenly way, the wrong and the right meet to make meaning. We balance on the breaking off and building on. And you come downstairs to make some breakfast. I wonder where you went in your sleep, embracing the lack of control over the circumstance of loving you. Cruising around, it's one constant U-turn. Pedestrians crossing without concern. A billboard advertising dying dreams. The real estate game, a selfhood to glean. Long Beach, California, working at a sports bar. Watching the game, red teams winning so far. Everyone's getting pissed off and drunk. I'm taking a smoke break, leaning on the trunk of a coastal oak growing out of the sidewalk. Watching coastal smoke coming out of the hills. Everything's leaving just as it's coming in. Nothing in this world ever stays still. Calls from my Malibu pimp. I was writing down an order for boom boom shrimp. Man, I gotta get clean when I get home. Gonna wash the sheets and turn off the phone. At times I'm confused, at times confounded. Sometimes alone, sometimes surrounded. Watching the tide roll in from the unknown while gnawing at some dead animal's bones. And a brief fulfillment sated the moment. And a brief but brilliant sun touched the hills. Everything's leaving just as it's coming in. Nothing in this world ever stays still. Watched my hopefulness seep out your skin, just as I learned to start loving again. Layers of pain give this landscape some depth. When you feel like heaven, you're closer to death. And if you feel like dancing, you must let it out. No room for questions, no room for doubt. Watching them lower your love in the grave. Nothing to cling to, no money to save. As a fragile, narrow creek carves the stone, an agile sparrow crosses the hill, yes. Everything's leaving just as it's coming in. Nothing in this world ever stays still. Still. So sorry to say, I think you're walking the wrong way. Just turn around, facing the sun. Walk until you start to become somebody else, holding a flower. Call it a rose. Give up your power and place it at the feet of a woman made of concrete, touching her skin, smooth and cold. Wait for her smile as the day folds into a dark, cavernous sky. Something you love passes you by, but you've got to let it go over the edge with the unknown. Nothing is yours, not even the desire, protecting the meaning that you've acquired and attached to everything, making sense of the wiring, keeping you here, healthy and clear, safe in your room, firm in your fear.
A massive thank you to Allegra Krieger for blessing us today. And as always, major love to our camera people, engineers, editors, artists, and resident studio dog, Misha, here at Audiotree, spreading the gospel of live music. Allegra has new music dropping later this year. She actually premiered an unreleased song here today, and she's finishing up a tour right now. But she'll be back on the road soon, so make sure you get tickets when she's in your area. Also, get into all of her music and buy it off her Bandcamp page if you are really gang. Once again, likes are good, but subscribing to Audiotree means you get these dope videos at the top of your feed whenever they drop. Get cool merch at audiotree.shop. And if you want the session audio, get it on apps like Tidal or wherever you stream your music. Finally, follow Audiotree on social media for more fun content. I'm Psalm One, and I'm here for good music and good conversation. Love y'all. Till next time, stay dangerous. Peace.